Hello everybody, DeFudge3004 here. So I wanted to go over a little bit of how to install find mods and install mods on Ark Survival Evolved. And I'll be doing one on Space Engineers as well. So I'm just going to do Ark first. So the first thing you need to do is, of course, have your Steam account open. If you don't have a Steam account, you can get one at steampower.com. I'll try to remember to put that link in the description. And then you guys can get your own Steam account and install your games. Some are free, some you have to pay, some are expensive, some are cheap, etc., etc. It's the gaming service, basically, is what it is. So for those of you who do have a Steam account, but you're not sure of how to install mods, you don't know if it's, you just never done it, so you don't know what to do. I'm going to go through the steps and explain that. So first thing you want to do, if you have Ark installed, or really any game that supports mods. So for example, 7 Days to Die does not have any mod support. I know this because there is nothing here for mods, and I will show you guys what I mean. So if I go to Ark, I can scroll down here, and you see where it says Steam Workshop. It didn't say that on 7 Days to Die. So there is no Steam Workshop for that yet. They are planning on doing that at some point in time. Just you're gonna wait for quite a while until the game is ready to be fully released and all that. But Ark has this in here, and so you go down to where it says Steam Workshop, and the best way, one of the two best ways to get down is try not to put your mouse on this area here, because a lot of times it doesn't go down as far as you want it to. And I kind of made this screen bigger so I can, show you guys more of what's going on. So scroll just to the left of this darker box, or to the right of this darker box, and down to where it says Steam Workshop. And then click on Browse the Workshop. Now once you get in here, there's going to be like some things that will be right here, and it'll show your picture if you have a picture or whatever. And you will see like there will be basically these are mod spotlights that show different mods and things that basically have just come up recently, or things that are popular or whatever. They just pick like 3 things and kind of randomly show them. And they'll be up here for a while, and then most popular items in the past week. So that's what these are. So you can see that these are the most popular items. Even though some may be old, some may be new, you have an idea of what the most popular mod items are. Okay, so you want to install mods. So it's actually really easy, as I've been saying, because as you know, I talk a lot about mods, and I'm having them and I'm having to take them off and start the game and all that stuff, and I forget to take them off. So a mod is a modification of an original item. So there's one on here that I found, and it's basically an extra large storage box that adds more storage slots. Box is a little bit bigger, it's a little bit higher, it's a little bit deeper, etc., etc. But it adds more stuff. It's off of the original large storage box, but they just did a few tweaks to it. They know how to do this stuff in the files, and they know how to read all this stuff and get this stuff figured out. These are what modders do. So it's just a mod is just short for a modification that you put onto, like a car. You put on like a blower or whatever. That's a modification to the engine. It just makes it go faster. And adds more air and helps it to burn hotter, and all that kind of stuff. That's all that it is. It isn't anything more than that. It's just a modification. We just call them mods in the gaming world. So you're going to go down and, whatever you want. There's a whole bunch of stuff here that you can choose, but for right now, I'm just going to focus on mods. So click on mod, and there will be a lot of different things here, and you're going to have to take your time and really look through these and see what you can do. There's going to be ones that are going to be end game kind of stuff with like element, and there's going to be ones that are going to be stacking mods. For stacking mods, only use one stacking mod. They will mess with each other and the game may not work, it may crash, so only use one stacking mod at a time. So for a lot of these other mods, just basically look around and see what you can find. So, there's always an idea of what you can get and what you cannot get. So, I am actually going to show you guys a couple of these. And you can see down here at the bottom, I have this set for 30. There's 9, 18, and 30 for how many tiles that or mods that are you can on each page. And there's 6 pages of this. So That's a lot of mods. So this game has only a few. Space Engineers has thousands, and I'm literally mean thousands of just mods, and that doesn't include blueprints, which we'll get into later. This game doesn't have blueprints, but it does have creatures and all kinds of different things in here that you can go through. But as I said again, we're just going to focus on the mods for right now. So one of the mods that I was actually thinking about looking at for myself for the game was this one called Narcotics Plus. So click on it, and the thing you want to do is read on it. You want to look at this part right here and actually just kind of see what it says. So make sure that you read all of these things, because it says if you need to put it at the top, because it's a item that has to be at the top because it's a game-changing item. A game-changing item, is an item that, or a mod that changes dino levels, your levels, the sizes of them, how high they go. It changes a lot of things about the dinosaurs or the game mechanics or the way it looks, etc., stuff like that. This is just actually not a one of those mods that will change a lot of that stuff. It just adds a few things in from another original item. So what you do is you find whatever one you want, you read on it, see if it's really what you want, because sometimes they, say it's something and it isn't quite what you thought it was. So make sure that you do read that. And one thing to note too is if somebody says, well, I really like this really cool mod, I can't remember what the name of it is, but I think it's like Narcotics Plus. And so you'll go, I think I know what that is. Have you not found it? That I can't find it. So what you're going to do is you're going to look at your mod and you're going to go, okay, well, there's this number right here. It says mod ID. This is the identification number for the mod. And so this is the number that's highlighted right here. And this is the mod number that you can give your friend or a person that is running a server, and they can add that to the server, and it will automatically select this mod and put it in the game. So when you download your game, it will download this mod, or when you start the game, it will download the mod, and it'll be added to your game, and then you won't have to worry about actually downloading it because it will do it for you. So, okay, all that stuff aside, we'll get into that stuff later on. The thing you're gonna do is, and it's like I said, it's quick and easy. All you do is subscribe. That's all you basically have to do. Now, if you want other people to see or you want to find it easier, hit this favorited button. This will mean it's one of your favorite items, and so it's also easier to see. Now, your friends will be able to see your favorite items, but they will not be able to see what you have subscribed to. So let's say you want them to know some of the cool things that you like, but not some of the other things that you think are okay. So you just have certain things favorited. Okay, all that aside, so that's that one. And then I am going to actually go and look at this mod right here. Again, this is Awesome Teleporters, and this is a mod that I would like to add to the game. And again, you make sure you read on it, you see what it says, you learn about this by reading this, and then if you want to watch some tutorials on YouTube, watch a video. Sometimes they will have a video as one of the first things up here. Now you can see there's a couple of videos here, and we're not going to get into that right now. I'll let you guys watch those if you want to on any one of these mods that you want. But they kind of shows what you can do with them, and so you can see little screenshots too of all the different things in the mod, and things you press or things you might do and how you can set stuff up, etc., etc. So and it'll always have options for how to, if you are good with the INI stuff, which is deep in the game, like basically some of the coding and stuff like that. If you know how to put stuff in there by doing a lot of research or just knowing that stuff, then you will be able to put this stuff in. And a lot of times there's other mods that they suggest that are similar, and they also kind of go along with this mod. And then of course there are all the comments. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad, sometimes they're like, well, this is really awesome. Sometimes it's like, really, what's the point? So just take these with a grain of salt, because sometimes the author of the mod is in here, and if you want to know who makes the mod right here it says created by, and you can see whoever Chris is, they have a Steam level of 14. So yeah, so you can see all of these things, and you can see CL 4122 collections. So this is what this person has. So okay, so I'm already subscribed to this one. Again, just press subscribe and favorite it. If you decide you don't like it and you don't want it, it's as simple as that. You don't have to unfavorite it if you maybe want it later on, but that's all you have to do. And then it will not be in your game when you go to start your game, because this links it to the game. So, but I do want to try this in the game. I think it'd be fun. I don't know anything about it, so until I learn about it, I'm not going to try it, but it looks like it'd be fairly interesting. So I mentioned something about that box that I said I was looking at, a storage box. Well, I happen to know it's on page 3 because I've done a little research to see, you know, what mods I might be doing this kind of mod spotlight on. And so I have this one right here, and I have not done anything with this. I haven't even really looked at it. So I just saw that there was that description there. So you can see this is the original box right here, what this looks like. And you can see here's a bigger picture of it. So this is the original large storage box. And this is the extra large storage box. So you can see they're quite a bit bigger, quite a bit heftier, probably taking a little bit more stuff. You know, that's just part of the nature of the mods too. Sometimes they do change things like that. So, yeah, this tells you everything about the mod again. So I want to add this to my game because I think this will be really good. It's, you know, more storage means less storage boxes. So I'm going to go and subscribe it. And actually, I'm going to go and favorite it. So if anybody's looking through my stuff, they can see that I have this favorited. And they're like, oh, what's this? This looks really cool. So that is how you do it. It's real simple. It's real easy. Now, some games also don't have what I would call mods per se. That's just my version of what I would say mods. And like, for example, let's say No Man's Sky. They have the same thing. Here's the Steam Workshop, and if you look here, there is no like mod, a tag for mod. Is all there is different biomes and different game modes. So basically it's all this stuff right here. It is just like bases, basically, for the most part. A lot of it is just bases that people have made and they think they're really cool. Some are big, some are small, some are pretty, some are ugly, some are whatever, you know. I mean, everybody has different ideas. Some people want really, you know, gnarly looking ones. Some want really pretty ones. Some want really grungy looking ones, like they've been around for a long time. So, like this one right here, that's pretty cool looking, and I do like that. So you can get all this kind of stuff. So, to me, that's not a mod. That's just a base that somebody built, and they loaded up the blueprint for it, or the way to build it, and all that stuff. So you can add that in. Yes, it is a mod, but not what I would call a mod. That's just my view, so don't take my view as, you know, what you guys are thinking is like a real mod, because we have different views of a mod. Okay, so you have decided that's what you want. You want to get those mods, and you're like really happy with that. You're really stoked, and you really want to try these mods out. Now remember, all these mods have a skill level. You have to be at level 15, 20, 30, 100, whatever it is that you do. And it will generally say where it unlocks at. So, for the most part, they unlock at the same place if they're the same type of mod. So, the large storage box is probably the same as the extra large storage box. So, okay, so that was a little bit of a mod spotlight and stuff like that on that. So, just make sure you have Steam, and you go to steampower.com and download a free profile, and it'll install it, and you can just add games to it, and they will be down here. And you can also put them up here on this part under favorites. If you just go to here and you just go to add to favorites, and it'll put it up on this top part. That's all that is. So, but these are all the games that I own, and then of course the favorited ones, they move up here instead of also being down here. Okay, so that's done, and so I think I'm gonna go ahead and see about getting in the game, and then we're gonna check out a couple of these mods and see if we can even see them at all. We can I can show you guys how to install these mods once you're in the game. So I'll be back with you guys then, and I'll see you in just a couple of moments. Another way to find a mod is to look for it. So if you wanted to find a narcotic mod because you're interested in doing some of the narcotic stuff, you can type that in and then it will come up with all kinds of narcotic mods. Now you can see the narcotic plus that we got is right there. And so there's all kinds of different ones and stuff like that. So if you want to find storage boxes, then you can just type in storage and it will bring up anything that's a storage box. And so better storage, here's this extra large storage box. So you can see there's different ways to find things in here. And so you can just, search for things by name. I think you can use the number mods and the number IDs, but I'm not sure. I know I have done some on some of them, but I'm not sure if they work with all of them. So I just wanted to let you know about that too, because that's kind of something that you do need to know if you're looking for a specific mod or you're just looking for a type of mod. So it makes it a lot easier instead of scrolling through page after page after page and missing it. So yeah, I've done that before. So I just want to let you guys know that. Okay, so now we are going to work on the second part of the mod installation process. So what you do is don't worry about join Ark or most of these other things. Worry about host and local, because if you're going to be playing a single player game, this is the one you're going to do. If you are going to go to a server, you have no control, which is join Ark. You have no control over what mods are or are not in there unless you happen to know the server manager or can get in contact with them and recommend mods. I'm not going to worry about that. We'll worry about that at a later point in time, but for right now, let's do host and local. So I am going to be doing the Ragnarok map for a little bit just to show you guys a little bit of that and what's going on, and I will do some gameplay on that pretty soon. So first thing you need to know is this is where you are going to be starting your arc at, and I've already created a character and everything else, and so you guys know, you see that this one right up here, the island, this is actually the base game that you get when you buy Ark, is this game right here. And so this is the starting island, and it doesn't have a save disk icon because I don't have a save game for it. I took that out because I will be doing something on that here pretty soon for you guys too. So I already did a scorched earth, and I've done some aberration, and so those are these here. But there's also these ones are DLC, so they cost like $20 each, and this comes with the game. So this is a free map, and this is a free map, and these are maps that I have downloaded that I can use if I so want to, and I might do a little bit of Valhalla or something, but we'll see. So I am going to do Ragnarok. So let's worry about the mods, and then we will get into the game. Okay, so you already know all about Ark, stuff like that. You know a little bit about it. You've seen some of the creatures and stuff. So Ragnarok, the center, and the island have different a lot of the creatures that are not on Scorched Earth or Aberrations. So these guys have about half or so maybe of what this one, and this one have. And these have different creatures, as these ones have different creatures too. And this one has like over 100 creatures, as do these two. So yeah, there can be a lot of stuff to tame and get and mess with and all that stuff. So all of that aside, I just wanted to, let you guys know about some of these few things. This is where you will go and do your mods if you so choose to do mods. Now, I don't think you have to do mods, but you can if you want to. So, these are the available mods that you can actually put into the game. And these are the active mods that if you want to install mods, you put them up here. Now, you may ask, how do you do that? Well, it's pretty easy. So you go to whatever mods you want, and I'm going to install a few because I want to show you guys a few things. So I'm going to do Stack Me More, which is a stacking mod, and then you just go to Add Mod. And now that puts that mod in the game. So when I start the game, it will have this mod in the game. And I want to do, now I have a lot of mods, so this may take a few minutes, so I'm going to go look through this. Now, I said that some mods change the base game, and there are some that do, like, for example, Anunnaki Genesis. It changes the dinosaurs, different styles, different they're all the same, but they have different colors, different sizes. Some are bigger, some are smaller, some you can ride that you normally cannot ride. Some will be aggressive when they shouldn't be, and some will be, different, have different things like poison or whatever. And they also change the levels. So the levels are really, really high, and it's really, really hard for those of you who are not in Ark, even for those of you who are. So, you just be really careful when you get something that changes the game. Make sure you read the patch notes, as I've said over and over, because if you get something in there, you may wish you had it in there and then take it out, and but the thing is, you can only have one game-changing mod at a time, and this has to go on the top. So the way you do that is, if you want, let's say, this one in, you go to here, you remove this mod by clicking that button, and I want this one at the top. Let's say I'm not actually going to put it in, but let's just say I do. So I want to do Anunnaki Genesis. I really like it. It's a really cool mod. I recommend it for moderate to really well seasoned Ark players. It is a blast, but it can be extremely hard and frustrating, but it is so much fun. So, but that aside, I'm actually not going to put it in the game because, I want you guys to see pretty much the base game without changing the dinosaurs. Maybe at some point in time, but not right now. So, I'm going to go ahead and put on Stack Me More. And then I'm going to go find some more mods. So like I said, there are some that do change things in the game. And so, there are a few, Anunnaki Genesis and Sir Jurassic Ark and stuff like that. So you need to make sure those ones are at the top, because they will say they have to be at the top for it to work properly, or they will not work in the game. Gotta have a drink of water there to keep my throat moist. So here is Death Helper. I'm going to put that one in. You hear me talk about that one a bit. And Pet Finder. So these ones help you find your pets, and this one helps you find your body. Excuse me. This is another one that has to be at the top, epic level. But like I said, I'm not going to put that one in. So this one has cute hair. So there's mods of all kinds. They will change cosmetic things. They will change player levels, dinosaur levels, what dinosaurs are in, what dinosaurs are not in, different kinds of dinosaurs, maybe fantasy type dinosaurs, and all kinds of different things like that. So there's all kinds of mods, and you can drive yourself crazy looking for them. So have fun with it. Install what you want. Try some. If you don't like them, take them out. It's really not that difficult to do, and it really won't hurt anything if you do. I mean, you'll just lose some dinos or some, cosmetic things or whatever if you're not interested in them, and that's fine. Do not put two stacking mods in together. It'll make the game be not running so good. So I'm going to put in no collision, and you can have like armored storage stands that, like on Oblivion and Skyrim, you can put armor on and display armor for all to see. Okay, and so there's all kinds of stuff. As you can see, this is all just a crazy amount of mods that I have on here. Here's another one that has to be first. This is a mod that kind of levels the playing field when you have like high level dinos, because they knock them out and make them hungry. 1 or 2 shots for even the highest level dinos, and you can actually tame them really easy and really quick. But it's not for the regular Ark, because it's a little bit of a cheat a lot. Some things will make them easier, some will make them harder. So no, I was looking for some. Now, normally the newest mods you put in will be at the very bottom. So I'm going to go and do extra large storage box because that's the new one that I got and I don't know much about it. Wooden hanging bridge is really cool. I like it a lot. It's exactly what it says it is. Here's Narcotic Plus. Scorched Earth Plus is actually really cool. It had some really good stuff. It adds the dinosaurs from and the creatures from Scorched Earth in the game. And you know, I'm not going to do that right now. I probably will soon, but not right at this time. So you guys can actually see what's on Ragnarok without going, okay, is this in? Is that in? Is that not in? Yada, yada, yada. I want you guys to be able to see things. S Plus is actually going to be a mod that they are implementing in the game. They're going to put that in the game officially, and they have added a few mods. So Scorched Earth was a mod that they bought and they put that into the game as an official map. Ragnarok is a mod and they put that in as an official free map. The Center wasn't a mod that they put in as an official free map also. This is just a map that you can put in. So, you know, they are adding mods quite often. And actually they do kind of have a death helper in there. It's a different, not quite like this, but you can find your body easier. And you've seen those green lines on Aberration where, you know, they go into the sky, and I talked about you can find your body that way. So that's basically Death Helper. Just a little bit different idea with it, but it's all pretty much the same. So I'm going to take a quick look through here and see if there's anything more that I really wanted to put in. And I'm really not too sure that there is going to be anything that I'm really, you know, I can't live without. So, it doesn't really look like there's anything here. Now, some games will actually move them from here to up here, so you know what you've put in. Here, it doesn't exactly do it, so yeah, it kind of makes it a little bit harder. Now, I want to find awesome teleporters because I wanted to see if we can put that one in too. So I'm going to go and look for it, and as soon as I find it and put it in, then we will start the game and get into that. So I will be back with you guys as soon as I can get that in and stuff. But you guys can see how to add mods and take mods out. Remove mod, add mod. It's that simple. Alright, I'll be back as soon as I can find that, and then we will get into the game and we'll kind of check out some of these mods a little bit as much as we can. Okay, so one thing to know is as you have these mods, the more mods you put in, the more mods that change the game as, you know, like Epic Level or Genesis, it will take a lot longer to load because they do a lot of different things to the game. These ones won't take as long, but they still have to load them in. So it will take a little bit longer than normal. But so if you guys want to play on any certain particular map, make sure that's the one that is highlighted, whichever one you guys want to play on. Because if you don't, it generally defaults to the island, and so you start up and you're like, wait, where am I? It's like, I didn't want this one, I wanted another one. So make sure that you always highlight the one that you want to be in. You click on it, make sure that it is the one you want to do. Don't just assume it's going to stay on the same one, because it doesn't always. Okay, I'm going to start the game, and as soon as I get in, I already have a player, like I said, ready, and I wanted to show you guys, especially like the Stack Me More and some of these other ones. I'll show you guys these, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I am in the game, and of course I have a female character, and so she just wanted to say hi to you guys. So, yeah, that's her. This is Anna. So I am in Ragnarok, and I will show you guys kind of where I am. I am in Viking Bay, and I don't know if I can exactly show you on the map too well. I am over on the left side at the top, and when you start, it's one of the easier areas to start in, and so I'm over there, and it's right up there on the top, kind of by my finger right there. That's pretty much by the blue marker. That's where I am. So There's 3 areas in Viking Bay that you can start in. One is down there at the end of that cove. The other one is over there on that side, and the one is over right down over there somewhere in this area. So, yeah, I am here in Ragnarok. This is an awesome map. I love this map. It's one of my favorites. I regularly take out my saves and start over because it's just a lot of fun. Okay, so the first thing that I wanted to do was actually I'm going to pick up some resources. I do have a few on me because I did start a little bit, but I wanted to show you guys a few of the differences with like the stacking mods and stuff like that and what they do. And so I'll be right back here in just a sec. Okay. So I just turned up the music a little bit so that way if there's an attack, I can hear the music when they are attacking. So I'm going to pick up a little bit of wood and stuff, and then I will show you guys the differences in like the stacking mods. Now, Ragnarok is the only one where you can pick up wood just off the ground. I wish that was in all the games. That would be phenomenal. But it isn't. It's only on Ragnarok, so that's kind of one of the bad things about it. You have to take your hands or your pick or your axe or whatever and get wood and thatch and stuff that way. So, okay, so one of the things that I did want to show you was the stacking mod, as I have said, and you guys may be seeing a little bit about it, but I wanted to go into a little bit more detail about what that all entails. Now, you can pick up a lot more stuff with the stacking mod, and so it stacks to a higher count per item. So, right now, the thing is, with the way I have it with the stacking mod is things that I picked up originally, like these things up here, will not stack on the things that are in the stacking mod because they're incompatible items. You can use either one the same, but they will not stack on each other. These three Ezelberries, even if I picked up 15 of them, would not equal 1.5. And what I mean by that is I have 15 rocks here, which is 7.5 weight. Now they're about 0.5 each. Now with the stacking mod, I've already picked up 6 for 0.6 weight, so they're 0.1, so that's a huge difference. And plus the wood. So you see I have 6 wood here for 3 weight. Well, I have 35 wood here for 3.5 weight, because this would be 17 weight or so with the normal game. So the stacking mod's really good. And the thing is, with like prime meat and stuff that goes bad fast, it stacks it all in one slot. Instead of stacking each individual slot, they all go bad at once. This goes bad one piece at a time because they're stacked up like these. Now, I can eat any one of these that I want to and stuff, and it doesn't affect anything like that, just where they stack. That's all that does. Okay. So, let's go to the Ingrams, and you can see here that you guys have seen this NC thing that I have talked about. This is no clipping stuff. These do not cost any Ingram points. The number above there are the points that they cost. So anything that has 0 is 0 points. So here is the awesome teleporters. This costs 20 points each, but because they're a mod that was added later on, they only cost that much. Thought I heard something. I guess it's okay here, but sometimes there are birds that may attack you and stuff. Whoops. So, yeah, that is these right here, the awesome teleports. I don't know anything about them, but I will get to them whenever I can. So, yeah, these 0 means they don't cost anything. So I can get Corpse Finder and Pet Finder, and I've already learned those Ingrams. Now, some things for some mods will be at the very bottom, like this tech stuff, which is it's part of a different mod, and so that stuff will be down there. And some things you can actually get, they may be in the middle of all of this. Different things you learn on different maps, so you guys can see that there are a lot of different items that you can put in, and sometimes they'll be in different locations. There may be a huge section of stuff that you can learn a whole bunch of different mods or not mods, but items in, and you know, you can learn anything you want in the game if you have enough of these Ingram points. So I just wanted to go over the mods and how to install them and how to put them in and basically what they are. So it's real easy to see, it's real easy to do. Now let's say I know how I'm going to find my body on here, but let's say your body is way over there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is actually I'm just going to jump off here and see if I can kill my character, and then I'm going to probably end up respawning somewhere down there, and I'm going to show you how the corpse finder mod works. So I'm just going to... Okay. I just killed my character. So it doesn't really hurt anything, but you know. Okay, so this is what I was talking about in the Viking Bay area. You can see where these are. Now, I happen to know that this area over here is actually a really good area to be in. This area over here isn't bad either. I just want to be on this side. I have my reasons. And so that's where I'm going to be. Now, it says recommended, and there's a bunch of different ways to start. So, you know, you just pick and choose wherever you want to start. So I don't have a bed or anything else, so I'm just going to go ahead and respawn at a random location. I may be attacked right away because that's the way this game is, but we will see. Okay. Cool. I think I'm fairly safe for the time being for right now, so let's just get out of here before we are attacked. Okay, because I got to be careful of some creatures here that like to attack you for no apparent reason. Okay, so first for the corpse finder mod, you pick up a stone. Now, I know that my body's over there because I can again see that green line right there. But let's say I didn't. Let's say that wasn't working or was just too far away to see. So what I do is I go to my Ingrams. I already have corpse finder that I can do because that's already loaded up in there. So I go to V and then I go to corpse finder and I go ahead and learn it. And there's something being eaten right now by something else, and I don't know what it is exactly or where it is. But okay, so I made that corpse finder, and so I'm just gonna go ahead and put that on my bar. And now I will show you how this works. So I press 9, and you see it makes these pluses, and that points me from the closest to me to the farthest about where that is. So if it's long ways away, you can just keep on hitting this every few seconds. It has a 10-second cooldown, and so you don't, you cannot use it for that 10 seconds. So and once you start getting a little close, then it will show you because there will be that red line in the sky, that red light. Make sure that guy didn't see me down there. And so that's where my body is. And the green is just the one that they have implemented in the game. So it's real easy to do and real easy to find. Sometimes there will just be a backpack there, as you guys have seen. So I can go to here. And I am just going to transfer all items. And I'm going to close that. I'm going to come back up. And I think I'm actually going crafting. I'm going to go and make a pick. And I will get that off my body. Make sure I don't run out of air. Okay, then I'll put that on my bar. Press 1. We'll have a little bit of meat. Okay. So I have like 28 meat. Now the nice thing is that this will stack a lot more meat. Instead of just the 20 meat that it normally does, I now have 28, and it will stack, I think, up to like 1,000 or something. It's kind of ridiculous. Some of the mods will stack up to 5,000 or 10,000 of certain items. So, you know, for a server, or if you're planning on doing like a whopping lot of stuff, especially on a server, it's awesome. Because on a lot of servers, you don't want to spend a lot of time gathering resources, so you turn up your resource count or how much resources you get per hit to whatever amount you want, and you can get a lot of stuff like really quickly. So for those of you uninitiated, this is a Pteranodon, and they are a flyer, and it's a level 82. I could get it once I get a little bit higher level to be able to make things to, get him and knock him out. They're really good flyers. They're fast, but they don't have very good stamina. He has some nice markings. I like his markings with that orange and green. I think that's really pretty. So, yeah, this has been the mod thing and how you do it and what you do and how to install it. It's ridiculously easy. It's ridiculously simple interface. Just make sure you add it and that you subscribe to them. That's all you got to do. Real easy. And Space Engineers is the same, but adding them to your game is a little different, a little easier, and a little more, to me, user friendly. So I will explain what that means when we do the Space Engineers. So until then, this is Anna, and she wanted to say goodbye to you guys, and this is the Fudge 3004, and now I am saying goodbye to you guys, and I hope you guys have found this informal. I hope you guys found this useful and helpful, and if you guys are interested in installing mods, now you know how to do it. As I said before, it's super easy and super simple. So one quick note that I wanted to hit on was some mods you still have to be a certain level to get. So let's go to wooden, because we had the wooden bridge, and so I am going to find that bridge. Okay, I know it's the wooden hanging bridge. H-A. Now, right here's this bridge. So I have to be level 25 to unlock this wooden hanging bridge. So that's something too, is some of them will require to be a certain level. So, I just wanted to show you guys some things will be a certain level, others will not. So, alright everybody, this is the Fudge 3004. This is Ark Survival Evolved, and this has been the mod tutorial. So I hope you guys found this helpful, and if you did, please share, like, and subscribe to my channel, and share my videos wherever you choose. And you guys have a great day, and we will talk to you later. Bye bye.